Sonic 06 LP a go-go, hit it.
It looks like the princess was moved to another location.
God damn it, Toad.
Let's head back to the city.
So that entire level was pointless. And it presents itself as pointless most of the time throughout this game. So every time we go back to Wave Ocean, just expect pointlessness. So, our next level up for grabs is the desert level, Dusty Desert. In order to get there, we need to first save the girl who... I don't care to explain this part. This is like my 5th or 6th take trying to do this. And AI is stupid and silly and dumb. Anyway, in order to get out of that gap, we need the anti-gravity upgrade from the store. In order to get back to the store, we need to run back this way. Now, I should mention that I know it is fairly easy to get lost in the hub worlds of this game. There is not very many recognizable landmarks for people to make heads or tails of where they are in the hub world. Thankfully, I am fairly good at direction and memorization of this game. Plus, there are a lot of load screens that allow me to have time enough to actually observe the map and figure out what's where and where to go. Which is something else I should mention, that I don't have much time to talk about many things, and I'm running in circles, because I end up cutting out a lot of the load screens. And believe me, there are a lot of very long load screens in this game. I'm just not going to show any of them off right now, because it is my standard for... Lovely. It is the standard thing I do during any given Let's Play of mine in order to make sure they are compressed and as short as freaking possible, so I'd like to eradicate any and all possibility of load times. And that's what I do. I will show them off later during a couple of choice instances which they are entirely wholly obnoxious, but not right now.
You're a good girl, Elise. Remember, be brave. Don't cry, no matter what happens.
Kool-Aid Man?
Mr. Sonic!
Just call me Sonic. Now then, are you okay?
I'm so glad that you came.
I always keep my word.
Sonic!
It looks like a pesky rat has stuck its nose where it doesn't belong. Well, a hedgehog to be more precise. The princess is mine. Until I unlock the secret of the Plains of Disaster.
Tails!
Got it! Let's go!
I'll take care of you now. An early breakfast for my pet.
The Egg Cerberus, a one-headed robot mecha. Unfitting of the name Cerberus outside of the fact that he has 6 eyes. So I get that much right. Anyway, I blow through this boss pretty damn quickly because, as I said before, I approach this game, this particular playthrough, as I would a veteran of this game. Granted, with some odd problems in between. So the quickest way to deal with the Egg Cerberus is to get him to slam into either one of those statues on either side of the arena after you grab his control horn. I have to agree with Solar's Paradox from Brain Scratch Commentary's take on this particular situation, excuse me, that slamming a dog into something that breaks and gives way slamming the dog into something to break his way makes less sense as to why it would take more damage away from him than it would if he crashed into a solid object.
Sonic, I won't let you get away!
But there's that. I also demonstrated one of very few instances of my usage of the spin dash in this game. Once again,
That was incredible!
I am entirely peeved on how, since Sonic Adventure 2, the spin dash has been constantly fucked over in all the 3D games.
How long is this gonna go on?
I don't know.
I'll get their attention, and you take the princess.
Okay, you be careful, Tails.
Leave it to me.
This oasis that they're standing in here is actually a set piece that's
Hold
off the
on
beaten
tight.
path
Okay.
in the upcoming level Dusty Desert. And through sheer stupidity, I decide to try and show off and show where it is in the level.
To get rid of anything that blocks your path.
But of course, you know, that whole Murphy's Law recording curse and whatnot screws me completely over, and so yeah. Now we're in one of the few Sonic carrying Elise levels that are just... I can't help but question where the fuck... What the fuck is with this power of Elise's? Apparently, Elise has certain mystical powers of questionable origin. I used to think that they were presented to her by the fact that she, spoiler alert, is the living vessel that is containing the Iblis creature demon thing, and that somehow her power comes from that. That, like that whole stupidity of Naruto can call upon the power of Dark Chakra, or whatever it's called, in order to power himself up because he has an entailed demon inside him. That has since completely dropped out the window by the end of the game, where it's revealed that she has some sort of ridiculous mystical power, irregardless, that can help revive people from the dead with the help of the Chaos Emeralds, even though she is no longer containing... Yeah, there I go. Slap yourself in the face. But yeah, I'll get into that a bit more later. So, the whole carrying Elise around and having this force shield thing, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense where she got this power from when I break it down. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time. You're not gonna get up there. You're never gonna make it to the oasis, so just stop trying it past me. You're an idiot. Anyway. Generally, your control in these particular sections of the game is fairly unaltered. The only differences being that you can't call upon certain things. You can still do a homing attack, which, you know, with Sonic not curled up into a ball, kind of doesn't make sense. Apart from maybe he's just hitting them with his feet, but the animation doesn't make that entirely clear. It just looks like he suddenly moves forward in midair and smacks into them. Now, admittedly, when he's above an enemy, it does make sense that he's stomping on them or something, but when he's flying straight forward toward it, not so much. Jump! Go through this rainbow hoop. Do not fall off here. Go to the left. Hit that spring, and you will cut a huge chunk of time out of the level. But yeah, you can. The only things you can't do in these levels are spin dashing for obvious reasons, and using any bounce maneuver. You can't use that either, which you will get later on in this game. I prefer the bounce bracelet over the stomp maneuver in modern Sonic games. Just a note there. And let's see. Oh yeah, you can't use any of the gem power-ups that you get later on.
I'm so happy.
Ugh, it's lines like those that really make me loathe Team Rose and Sonic Heroes.
I have no words to express how grateful I am for your help. You're hurt.
It's nothing.
Quite literally, there is nothing wrong with his arm that I can see.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Smile.
Pretty butterfly. I must set it on fire. Aww.
Your smile. That's all I need. Eggman mentioned the flames of disaster. Is that why he's after you?
Yes. The name of the sun god our country honors is Solaris. It is told that Solaris's rage would destroy the world.
He's nerd rage.
His wrath comes in the form of the flames of disaster. 10 years ago, we almost faced the full force of his fury. I was a child then, so I don't remember it very well. I lost my father then. And now that man is trying to cause the same disaster again. What can I do? Sonic! Sonic! Wait! I can't run that fast.
Don't worry. Just raise your head and run.
In high heels.
Feels great, doesn't it?
Yes. I've never run so fast before.
Nothing starts until you take action. If you have time to worry, then run.
I've been looking for you. You're the Iblis Trigger. Your actions will condemn us all.
Who are you?
My name is Silver. For the future of the world, I will destroy you! Time for you to disappear, Iblis Trigger!
And now we have our boss battle, character battle against Silver the Hedgehog. Now, if you're new to this game, and even if you aren't, this can be a very difficult battle to deal with. Especially if you have a handicap like the one I had when I was playing this at a time, where I couldn't hear certain things on one side of the screen.
It's no use!
But yeah, this is why it's a very fucking difficult boss battle, because you get anywhere near him when he's not already holding up a bunch of chairs or whatever debris he's picked up. He will grab Sonic and throw him. Because I can't hear him whenever he yells, "How about this?" at certain instances because of the certain side of the screen he's on. It's hard for me to tell when he has something in hand, so it's safe to attack him.
Take this!
one thing to be made very, very clear is that when you attack him, you get away from him as quickly as possible. There are two ways to do this. A, either homing attack him and then real quickly homing attack away in the opposite direction to get away from him. Or do this. And you know, because I don't give myself enough time to actually comment or explain it on a bunch of things because of the amount of load times that I had to cut out of this thing, we are already coming to the end of the thing and I still haven't said much about this game. So anyway, I'll talk to you next time.